So a couple of days ago, we saw Caitlin Clark be very not happy about a comparison that was made by Reggie Miller. Like, Reggie Miller legitimately compared Caitlin Clark to Payton Pritchard. Comparing Caitlin Clark to Payton Pritchard, which is a wild comparison, by the way. A wild comparison. I'm going to make another video later on today where I'm like, just talking about lazy Caitlin Clark comparisons. Because if we're going to be honest here, Payton Pritchard is, by the way, I don't know, I mean this when I say this, I think you can make the argument that she's closer to Payton, she plays, not closer in level, but plays more like Payton Pritchard than plays like Steph Curry. Like, I don't know if there are that many guards to play, like guards that shoot the three ball in any way to play less like Caitlin Clark and Stephen Curry. But yeah, this is obviously one of those things where it just is what it is. It is what it is. It's like Reggie Miller made his comparison, and people are lazy and don't watch Caitlin Clark. Like, you hear the thing where it's like Caitlin Clark has never been efficient in her career, and she was actually one of the most efficient 20-point scoring guards in WNBA history as a rookie. But yeah, it is funny. But anyway, let's take a listen here to take a look at this response here. So Caitlin Clark, obviously buzzer beater. Payton Pritchard goes and hits a first quarter buzzer beater against the Dallas Mavericks. And yeah, Caitlin Clark immediately responds to a Payton Pritchard post with a bunch of emojis. It's like, someone needs to take your phone. The comparison, Reggie Miller looking pretty good right now. In terms of impact women's game versus his and the men's, it's a horrible comp. That being said, you could do worse than somebody who's done a lot less than primetime P. It's like, well, Caitlin Clark is taller than Payton Pritchard. I think that's kind of... they're probably close to the same height. Yeah. This was the response when Caitlin Clark got compared to Payton Pritchard. Like, I don't know what Reggie Miller was thinking. I mean, and if you agree that Caitlin Clark is definitely not Payton Pritchard, subscribe. We're almost back under it. We've been trying hard to fight off the 57.2K. We've been trying so hard to fight it off. We got up to 57.21, and unfortunately, we're almost going back down to 57.2. We've been trying. But yeah, it is one of those funny things where obviously Caitlin Clark is going out of her way to make a joke about it. Obviously, not happy at all about it. And to be honest, why would she be? Why would she be? I don't think, again, it's even, like, it's not even accurate. That's the worst part about it. Like, if Payton Pritchard and Caitlin Clark were identical to each other, like, I think if you're comparing her to LaMelo, it's LaMelo's a lot closer. And even when it comes down to it, LaMelo Ball is LaMelo Ball as a comparison isn't great because LaMelo Ball is fucking nuts with the ball in his hands. Like, a higher IQ LaMelo Ball is a better example. Is genuinely a better example. But yeah, look, it is it is what it is. So you obviously have the response. They killed me and they said Caitlin Clark has no personality. I was burst out laughing in the middle of my gig. Just the funniest way Caitlin could have addressed the whole thing. You know what? It probably is. People try to say she's not the face of the league. She has no personality. And she proves every day she's the funniest person alive. Like, I also do stand by that. That I don't think she's no Sid Colson. Like, I'm gonna be honest here. She's no Sid Colson. By no means is she a Sid Colson. She's not. I'm just trying to think in terms of, like, you know, the top personalities. I don't think she's quite as good as Aaliyah Boston on the mic. He's damn good at it. And again, Caitlin Clark just does not take, and that's from what we've heard. It does seem like Caitlin Clark does not take anything in life seriously. Like, it is one of those things where like, she doesn't take anything at all seriously in life. And that being said, like, if she's not taking things seriously, that helps with everything. It helps with everything. It helps with public perception. It helps with her dealing with a bunch of the crap. Like, let's be real. If Caitlin Clark took herself too seriously, then she would have broken by now. Let's be completely honest. Like, she would have absolutely broken by now, and that's fine. Like, that's the way it happens, and that's how you kind of have to deal with it when you're in her position, is that you have to be able to joke about things. Unserious. She's got a sense of humor. I think every single person, that's all the players were like, but they all said it even about Caitlin Clark. The players, they were like, when she first came into the team, it was one thing. They were like, when she got, it was from every account, it was like all those games the Christy Sides had them playing, that the players realized just how funny Caitlin Clark was. And that kind of helped her, helped team building. And I will always, by the way, always credit Christy Sides that she was a very good morale coach. I think not one of those players, not only one of those players liked her as a basketball coach, and I think not that I don't think they respected her as a person, I don't think they respected her as a basketball coach, as a basketball mind. Like, you had the starting five who came from, Temi had played all over the world and had played for Cheryl Reeve. Caitlin played for Lisa Bluter. Kelsey Mitchell was at Ohio State. And whatever about Kelsey Mitchell. Then you had Nalissa Smith, who played for Mulkey, and Aaliyah Boston, who played for what's her name? Don's Daily. Kaylee Lou Samuelson played for Gino. And then they get to the league and it's like, it's Christy Sides. It's Christy Sides. But look, this is all just an interesting scenario. It's funny. And look, Caitlin Clark not taking herself seriously at all is the best thing for this. Like, I stand by this again. If Caitlin Clark took everything in life as seriously as everybody else does, like, she would have probably broken. Because let's be real, there's a lot of shit when you're like, oh dear God, like what the hell is going on? Like, I tweeted it out and people were like, oh, if Caitlin doesn't care, why does anyone care? I was like, well, that's not the be all and end all of everything. But it was like basically the complaining that it was basically just complaining that all the players that keep reposting the Caitlin Clark hate page on Instagram that pretends to be like pro women's sports. And it's like, well, if there was a page that they deem problematic for the other side and they're pro Caitlin and Caitlin posted it would cause World War III, and if people like Caitlin doesn't care, it's like, yeah, I know she doesn't care. But I also don't think Caitlin Clark is scrolling on fucking Twitter every day looking at random people tweeting unless she's there laughing at it, which, if we're being real, could very well be the case, and just finds all this discourse hilarious. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. See you guys.